Hi guys, I'm Sonal and welcome to my channel. This is a video about how you can cook if you are a student or you're in a dorm room or you're somebody who has never cooked in their life. So keto is not an easy journey. The problem is that a lot of keto foods are not available ready-made. Especially in India, very few things are ketogenic when you go to the market. So even if you're not a cook, you have to learn to cook when you're on keto. And that's a problem for a lot of people because they've never been in a kitchen. So this is a video to help them out. I'm going to keep my ingredients to the least possible. I'm also going to keep my cooking vessels or utensils to the least. I'm going to show you some quick recipes. I'm going to show you recipes which do not need chopping and cutting. These are going to be things which are shelf stable, so probably you don't have a refrigerator. I want to remind you guys that this is going to be kind of a dirty keto video because first of all, you're trying to eat keto, so that's a huge restriction on cooking. Second is you're new to cooking, so you cannot manage everything and have an idealistic life. You have to gradually move into it. The third thing is that you don't have as many ingredients probably available to you. You don't know much about food. You're young probably, I know from my daughter, she's a teenager, she's 18 and she'll probably go to school next year and be in a dorm room. So I know how much she understands. If you're one of those, your list of groceries is also going to be very restricted, and that's the reason we are doing dirty keto, because I'm assuming that you don't have the luxury of buying anything and everything that you want. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can cook quick protein recipes. I'm cooking some vegetables along with that to kind of show you how you can make a complete meal. So what I think is the easiest possible way is to kind of cook one protein each day and eat it for all the 3 meals. The best you can do is you can flavor them differently, which is what I'm trying to show you and how this can happen quickly. So these are some of the gorgeous recipes that I have made. You can see the pictures of that, and let's start off with cooking them. Now here is 3 ways of cooking eggs. So this is a non-stick pan. I've added ghee. So this is an egg that I broke. I've added salt and pepper, and this is a sunny side up egg, which is the most simple one. So if you enjoy the flavor of yolks, you should do this. Now this is another one. What I did is I added some ghee and some water to the pan, and then I put my egg in. I scrambled it a little bit, added some salt, and you're going to let it cook till it is the consistency that you like. I've added a teaspoon of butter to this. You can add more if you like. I like it slightly wet, but I wait for all the water to evaporate, and you'll see that you get these soft eggs. Again, there's some more ghee or butter, whatever you like, and I've added some salt, and I'm adding this masala. So this is one of our ready-made masalas. It's called the Kitchen King masala, and I'm sprinkling some chili powder and turmeric, and we're going to flip this over, and when that masala fries in the butter, you will see how beautiful it looks. So look at the color. Quickly show you how to make boiled eggs. So you need to put your eggs in the water. They should be submerged. Boil them for 2 minutes. Switch the gas off, let them sit in the pot for 5 minutes, and then you get them out and let it cool. You don't have to put it in ice because you may not have a refrigerator, as we discussed. So you can just put it in cold water and it will cool down, and once you cool down, it is also easier to peel. So while these eggs are cooking, I'm also making a milkshake, and this is a protein shake. So let me talk about protein shakes. So I love taking protein shakes too, because even in my reports, I found out that my protein levels are low. So I am substituting my foods with some whey protein from time to time. So it's better to eat some protein in some form rather than not eating because you think it's unnatural. It's not unnatural simply because the way we've been eating wheat flour and things like that, they are processed from some natural source and they become a flour. Similarly, this protein is processed from milk and it becomes a flour of protein. But of course, it's not a natural source, like you're not hunting an animal and eating it. So that would be the most natural, which most of us aren't doing. So let me point that out. The great thing about this is when I calculated, I found out that whey protein turns out to be much cheaper than eating actual protein. So if you're on a budget, in India at least, this works out cheaper than actually buying some kind of chicken and cooking it. This goes well in anything. So you can even add it to your curries, or you can add it to your milkshakes, or you can just take it in water. So let's go ahead and see how I make my protein shake. And remember that this is going to be a substitute for a meal, so you can't be having this as well as a meal unless you're having one meal a day. So this is a natural peanut butter that I use. I'm going to link it in the description, to which I've added the protein powder, some cocoa powder, some heavy cream and some coconut cream, and these are the two brands that I have used. You can sweeten it as per your liking, so I've added stevia to this. To give it other flavors, you can always add berries. It's nice and creamy. This is a jar in which I've put some keto chocolate, and I just swirled it around, put some ice, and I'm pouring my smoothie. If you guys can have a blender in your dorm room, you should keep one, because this will save you a lot of time. Sometimes you can't eat as much protein, but it's easier to drink it in a smoothie, which is like a dessert. Here I'm starting off with prawns. I'm using a cast iron pan. If you're a student, you obviously will not use this. I would advise you to have a very good quality non-stick pan. We have some butter in which I'm adding my prawns whole. You would use clean prawns because they are easier to use. You can use any dry spice blend that you have. I've added some garlic granules to cut down on peeling the garlic and all of that. As a beginner, I would suggest that you guys use garlic and onion granules and some curry powder. I'm getting them out. I'm gonna add some chopped Swiss chard, and I'm chopping it using my scissors. I'm also going to share a video later about what are the gadgets that you want to use, and it cooks in a couple of minutes. So I got my Swiss chard ready too. So we have prawns and Swiss chard. That is a whole meal. Add a bunch of butter or any fat that you like, and I top it off with egg because I skip breakfast. So if you're eating breakfast, you should eat eggs for breakfast and then probably not eat it for lunch or dinner. So every time that you have a messy or a sticky pan, add some water. That's called deglazing, and you're going to clean that pan along with your food. And if you have heads, or if you think it's going to take longer to cook, covering the pan helps because it will hold all the heat inside. This one is more like a soup, so you can use any sauces that you have in the fridge and flavor this. You can even add coconut milk. I have covered this because I have prawn heads in it, and covering it will hold the heat inside and cook it quicker. This is a series of 3 videos on this topic, and if you're liking this, please let me know in the comments section. I'm going to stop this video here, and I will be doing my chicken and some more egg preparations which are with boiled eggs in the next part. The reason being that this video is getting too long and busy people don't have the time, and I understand that you guys are watching this because you guys are busy. So I'm going to cut this into 2, and like I said, there's going to be another one about vegetarian which might come much later. I also have one that I have recorded about all the kitchen gadgets which are basic, and also some things that you might have to buy for keto. So let's go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video and it was helpful to you. If you do like it, click the like button, leave me a comment about anything that you want to know more about any of these recipes, or there's something else that you want to watch, or I have missed out on something. Or also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell which is right next to it to be notified every time that I add a new recipe. And thanks for watching. Bye.